All right, we had this lick of the day or lick of the week last week that was in key of E. It was all in the first string until the end of it. And what it was, I said to you, what's important, even more important in a lot of ways than knowing exactly what notes they are, is what scale degrees they are. So we can maybe use this lick or some variation of it because we know how it's put together in another, we can use it in another key. So, and so this slide, when we play it on that first string in the key of E, those three notes are the 5, and we're sliding with our little finger, we're sliding down to the flat 5, and our third finger plays the 4, and then our second finger starts on the low second, G, which is the low second finger is G natural, sorry, and then we're going to slide our second finger up to the high, second position, with the G sharp. So they sound like this: 5, flat 5, 4, flat 3, major 3, or minor 3, major 3. That's that minor third to major third slide. And tonic, opening string, and then the 6, which is the C sharp on the second string, and then the B, which is the 5. So 5, flat 5, 5, flat third, major third, tonic, 6, 5, and back to the open string tonic. So minor third to major third, and tonic, and 6, 5, and 1. So if we know those scale degrees, let's say we wanted to play this note starting from the 5 or the D in the key of G. So in the key of G, the 5 would be D. So if we were going to start that on the second string, we could play it here. The D is right there. That's with the open third string. Now we're going to slide, instead of our pinky sliding down, we're going to slide down on the third finger. That's 5, flat 5, and then the 4 is going to be the C natural with the second finger. So 5, flat 5, 4. Now minor third is going to be the B flat, which is the low first on the second string, and then slide it up to the B, which is the major third. And then we're going to come down here to the 1 on the third string G, and then the 6, which is E, and then D, and then back to the G. And then we could do that in any key. If we want to do that in D, then we end up on that D note, but we go to the 5 of the D, which is D, E, F, G, A. So we want to start on the A, which is the same third finger. Now we're on the first string. All right, so that's in the key of D. This is the key of G. And we want to do it in the key of C. We start on the 5 of that, which is G, on the third string here, the low third finger. Sliding the third finger down again. So you see that that's all the same finger pattern. From we started on the G, in the key of G, on the note D. But let's do it from the first string. So the first string, if we start here in the A, it's going to be in the key of D, starting from the 5. Now if we want to do it in the key of G, we're going to start on the D, which is on the second string here. Same fingering pattern. Now if we want to play this lick in the key of C, we start on the 5, which is the G, right where our finger ended up. Alright, so those are 3 more licks of the day. It's the same lick, scale degree wise, but it's just a different place to play them for different keys and different parts of the fiddle. Now, we did this little G lick here, starting on the 2nd string at the D note, just a 5. And we could do that same lick starting on the 4th string with a pinky, which is a D, same as the open 3rd string. We go in the same pattern as we first learned on the E string. Alright, now we're going to do it on the 4th string. And then, but there's no place to go down lower to for the rest of our notes, so what I was thinking is instead of hitting that last open G, we go, and then after that slide from the minor 3rd to the major 3rd, we're going to go up to the 3rd string open, D, and then E, G, G. So it's going to sound like this. And again, once again, we can transfer this to each pair of strings, right? We ended on the D, so that's going to be a D lick right there. And so there's so many different ways to kind of play this. We can take we can play it in different registers with these 2 different fingerings. And we can also end either down, so that's going down, or we can, I'm going to do it on a lower string so we can make the difference. I'm going to do it on the D string. So the first note's going to be the A, the 5 of the D. Now with the low we go. Here would be ending high. Alright, so there's different ways to end this and stuff if we end up running out of strings like that, or if we just like the sound of that ending better. And without confusing you, next week we kind of looked at it, but we can also start that slide on any finger. Okay, so the other one that I am used to doing it on is sliding. So here we did it on the 1st string. Right, well that's a B we started on. I could start on this B, 2nd string, 2nd fret as it were. We'll work on that one a little bit more next week. I'll just kind of put it in there. So then we could play that's in the key of E, and I could go. I can't go down any lower, so this is some of the reasons we have to make certain decisions on our endings like that. But I can do this one. That'll be in the key of B, starting on the F sharp, 1st string. But these are all the exact same licks with the exception of the different endings. Alright, and different ways to finger them.